not rich, but I do have a little money to invest. Enough to have a private banker and to need his advice every once in a while about what to do with it. I used to design computer games and simulations on the side. I sold my company a few years ago when it started interfering with my day job. I'm the Deputy Chief of Police for the city of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I love my work. I don't know what you think you're seeing, but it's not what you think you're seeing. I know that. You'd have to know the whole story to understand it. It starts with Clara Rinker getting raped at the age of 18 outside the strip joint where she worked. When the redneck who did it had the balls to come back, she persuaded the guy she worked for to hold him so she could break his legs. Only she didn't break his legs. She killed him without even batting an eye. Which impressed them so much they introduced her to a guy, who introduced her to another guy, who introduced her to a new career. Over the course of the next 10 years, she became one of the best hitmen in the country. Although this was a bad day by her standards. Shooting a cop is always bad for business. Even a cop like Bailey Dobbs, who spent his entire career trying to avoid any and all circumstances in which he might actually get hurt.
You miss me?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe you wanted to rekindle the old flame. Or try.
I did, remember? Didn't work.
Then why are you here?
A cop got shot?
Bailey? You really think of Bailey Dobbs as a cop? Officer buddy?
Well, that and Barbara Allen's worth about $150 million. Bailey said he was on his way to the government center. He was probably going to Hennepin Medical to get coffee and read the paper. The shooter put two in his chest with an inch of each other from here. That's pretty good shooting.
Yes, it is.
So, you're gonna have to look into the husband, huh? The real estate lawyer?
Lucas Davenport, you are as brilliant as they say you are.
I never realized how snotty Marcy could be until we had our affair. Or as she calls it, our 40 days and 40 nights of sex and disputation. But she's a sweetheart next to Carmel Lone. He's been the best criminal defense attorney in the Twin Cities for the last 5 years or so. Carmel's a lot like the Jag she drives. Long, sleek, expensive, and a pain in the ass.
This message came in at 11:47?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why am I only getting it now at 2:30?
I guess you were in the bathroom at the time, and I went to lunch. Then you went to lunch too, so
You're fired. Get out. You're my new assistant.
Me? I'm just a temp. I'm researching the Solomos case.
Get Hale Allen on the phone. Now.
Hale Allen was a dumb hunk who married well. Big hands, the perfect size 42. A guy who looked good standing next to a stone fireplace.
I see her everywhere, Carmel, I really do.
I'm so sorry, Hale. I want you to know I am so sorry for your loss.
I appreciate that, Carmel. Of course, the police have decided to consider me a suspect in her death, so I thought I'd better hire the best criminal lawyer I could find, and you're the best, Carmel. Everybody says so. I just wanted to make that clear, that I was hiring you because you are the best and not because we had a... Not because of the affair.
That was a long time ago, Hale.
I know, but feelings linger.
I'm just glad that I can be here for a friend in a difficult time. Should we talk about what to say to the police next time they call?
Yes.
I make the call. It's on, Carmel. Your lady friend gets dead. Now, you sure you want her dead, right?
I don't know if all the cocaine use has finally addled your brain or what, Rolo. But as I've said twice already, I want Barbara Allen dead. Comprende, brah?
I know just the girl for the job.
Hey, Joey. Want a coffee or something? I got a cappuccino machine.
No, sir, but I've got the fairness report for you. Captain Sloan said you wanted to read it over the weekend.
Sloan said that, huh?
Yes, sir.
You sure you want some? Who you with anyway, Carvel?
Yes, sir. And no, sir, we just had a coffee. Could I ask you a question, sir?
Sure.
Is that a real Tom Slaughter?
Yeah, that's Mick Jagger.
Yeah? The guy from the Rolling Stones?
You knew that that was a Tom Slaughter, but you didn't know that was Mick Jagger?
No, sir. But, you know, I like that sort of retro rock.
You sure you're ready to take me on, Rolo? I'm a little out of your league.
I hope you got 25 grand in your pocket, Carmel. And you didn't just come here to give me grief. Or the TV news is gonna have a field day tomorrow. Pleasure doing business with you.
I hope you OD on it, Rolo.
Get in the car. Get in the car, I'll shoot you.
And no, you won't. Not out here. Ouch!
Get in the car.
So let me understand this, Lucas. After 3 weeks, it's okay for me to stay overnight, but not yet to go away with you for the weekend?
That a problem?
When you put it that way, Yes.
I didn't put it that way. You put it that way. Fake redhead.
Rolo, I told you I'd hurt you if you didn't give me the original disc.
You already hurt me. I'm shot, remember? And I gave you the goddamn disc that is the goddamn original.
I don't believe you.
Because you're crazy. That's why you lost your goddamn mind.
You should take that into account in your thinking, Rolo. Because I will have that DVD. Understand? I am the girl who always gets what she wants, remember? Remember your trial?
You're a lawyer, Carmel. What are you gonna do? Were you gonna paper me to death?
I had a better idea when I found your little burglary kit here. What do you use this for anyway?
It's not a burglary kit.
Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna use it to drill a hole in your right kneecap.
No way. Yeah, this one? I'd be afraid might do something like that, but you... Hey, you're just a wannabe, Carmel. Hey, I'm gonna do what I say now.
I don't care what you say. And I don't want to hear about the disc until after I drill the hole.
I'm gonna wait in the other room, okay?
It's in the trunk of the Prius underneath the spare. Can you get it? I gotta get cleaned up. I ruined my suit. Should have changed my clothes first, huh? My mistake.
You're doing pretty well for a beginner.
Find the thing?
I found an SD card, but this camera records on mini DVDs. They might have made him the card at Staples or wherever he went to make copies of his video, but that means there's still a mini DVD out there somewhere.
Can I borrow your gun?
You know how to use it?
Stick it down his throat and fire.
Probably better if you don't actually touch him with it.
You're going up to your cabin for the weekend.
I am. Just got a couple calls to make. You mind?
Rolo wouldn't have a safe deposit box. Not anymore. In the old days, when he was moving weight, he might have. Which is when I defended him, by the way. He was caught with 6 kilos of cocaine in a suitcase, and I got him off. Now he's just a junkie. And the one thing that junkies will do with something that's valuable is give it to someone they trust who isn't a junkie. Which for Rolo would be... I don't know who. His mom, maybe? I'll have to scroll through his cell phone.
Have you done this kind of thing before?
What? Committing crimes?
Yeah, well, killing people.
No. I usually just aid and abet. I've thought about it, though. Thought about killing Hale a couple times.
Did you like it?
I don't know. It didn't bother me, if that's what you mean. I get so focused when I want something that other people don't even matter to me anymore. I just want what I want, and that's it. Get a little carried away, I guess, huh?
You must be one hell of a liar.
Carmel Lone. Who's this? Yes, I'll have him in your office Monday morning, 10 a.m. Okay? Thanks. That was Lucas Davenport, Deputy Chief of Police around here. Which is a travesty of justice in and of itself. He's a killer, too. You ever see him coming, you run.
How come you have a picture of him on your phone?
Because he's cute. How come we've never slept together? You've nailed every good-looking lawyer in the cities, including the new redhead from the DA's office, except for me. Now, why is that?
Because you scare me.
No way. You've killed half a dozen men or something, haven't you? That's what everybody tells me.
But they were only men, Carmel. How do you know so much about my personal life anyway?
This is my client, Hale Allen. Hale, come in. This is Deputy Chief Lucas Davenport. He thinks he's tough, but I think I'm tougher.
Chief Davenport? Mr. Allen, thanks for coming in. Marcy, just sit over here. Everybody comfortable? If you don't mind, I'm gonna record this conversation. Okay? This is Lucas Davenport. It's Monday, May 26th, 10:17 a.m. I'm here with Detective Sergeant Sherrill, Mr. Hale Allen, and his lawyer, the remarkably well-informed Carmel Lone. Mr. Allen, I understand you're having an affair with the secretary, Louise Park, at your law firm, Jaffe and Bronstein. Is that true?
Hale, out in the hall, now.
Yeah, I guess you hadn't been informed about that.
He is pretty cute, though.
Everyone I talk to says he's dumber than a barrel of hair.
Well, maybe his intelligence lies in other areas
Then what?
than being smart.
Stashed him in the conference room till your interview was over, Chief. I didn't want to interrupt.
Did you say they just showed up?
Yeah, an unmarked Suburban that positively screams feds. Deputy Chief Lucas Davenport.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's still customary to call ahead for an appointment when visiting the provincial authorities, isn't it?
Well, that's my fault, Chief. I'm Leonard Heisman. Like the trophy.
Agent Heisman?
Special Agent Heisman. I just got in from D.C. and I wanted to get my people here and working with you as quickly as possible.
Working with me on what?
On the Barbara Allen case. The hit.
What's your interest?
The shooter. We've been tracking her for 4 years. We represent a task force within the Bureau assigned to her capture. She's killed 27 people we know of. She may have killed more before she developed her signature. Silenced 22 from short range, but we don't know.
What's her name?
We don't know.
Where's she from?
We don't know that either.
You have a picture?
No, but we know she's short. 5'3", 5'4". We know she once lived in St. Louis or was somehow connected to the mafia there. But that's all we know.
You say you've been working on this for 4 years?
I know what you think of us, Chief. I know you call us the thieves.
You know that I call you the thieves, but you don't know where your shooter lives. Are you sure you have your priorities in order?
She shot a cop this time, Chief. Let's just work together. Okay? Please.
Local junkie came by looking for a taste, found Rollo tied up.
Sloan thinks it's the same shooter.
It's 22 and probably silenced. People around here keep their windows open. Nobody heard shots. But if it is the same shooter who put two within an inch of each other into a cop who surprised her at 14 feet, then she must have been drunk this time because those rounds are all over the place.
Maybe she was angry.
Yeah, I don't see how one woman could have done all this by herself anyway. I think there's two of them now.
Maybe she took on an apprentice.
You still thinking it's Hale?
Maybe she started school.
Who is it?
Marta?
Who is it?
We have money from your brother, from Rollo.
Who's we?
I'm his lawyer, Carmel, remember?
Somebody got money from Rollo? This I gotta see.
Here it is.
Thank God.
I'm not shooting a kid. What if she saw our faces? She's a kid. But I saw hers. What if she saw mine? No one will believe her. Why not? I have kids testify. No one will believe a famous attorney ordered a hit on the wife of a guy she had an affair with 2 years ago. Don't you know how odd that sounds? You're one of a kind, Carmel. It's a good thing. Take my word, it'll never occur to them that you did it.
Lucas, if you're not actually on this case, why are you always around?
Because Black is sick, and I otherwise have to finish that fairness report. I read one more word of that crap, my eyes are gonna turn brown. I hope you didn't hear that.
Are you looking for Murda?
You know where she is?
No, but I know that she had a party last night.
Did she? It's nice.
I heard them popping the balloons.
Lucas, that's probable cause.
Yes, it is. Young lady, can you take my friend Detective Cheryl in and introduce her to your mom?
Why? Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Her name's Heather. Her mom remembers her talking about the balloons last night, right around the time she knocked off work on her doctoral thesis, which, according to her computer, was 8:22. That's when Heather peeked out and saw the two ladies.
Put her together with an artist.
He's on his way. So you in on the case now?
Why do you keep asking me that, Marcy? I'm not a detective anymore. I'm a supervisor, okay?
Just a question, that's all.
Wow, what a place. Don't forget about the shells, okay? Toss them on the way to the airport.
I'm getting them now.
A little nervous, are we?
Yeah. I don't know why. We killed 4 people this week, but other than that, there's nothing to get excited about. Now you're leaving. I haven't felt as safe as I do when you're around in a long time.
What happened to the Blue Jag?
How do you know I drive a Blue Jag?
I guess I must have followed you around a little when I was first scouting the job.
This is the car I use when I don't want to be noticed. I keep it in my mom's name just in case.
Gosh, you gotta be just about as careful as I do. Gets tiring, doesn't it?
Yep. You know how I said I only went out with him a few times? Hale?
Yeah.
I didn't even really do that. We were just at this cocktail thing at the annual Bar Association meeting. We drank too much. He asked me if I wanted to join him in the men's room, so I did. That's it. I assumed he'd call, of course. I assumed it would be the beginning of something, you know, more, but he didn't. And it wasn't. I called him a few times, and he never once called me back. I went to the same Bar Association thing again 6 weeks ago. And I saw Hale again. I really wanted. And then his wife walked in behind him, and I got so angry. I went home and called Rolo.
If it makes sense to you, it makes sense to me. Okay, girlfriend? Hey, do you get the New York Times?
Yeah. Why?
Well, what if I put a personal ad in the national edition on the Sunday before Labor Day with the name of a hotel in Cancun? Maybe we go down there together and get ourselves picked up by some Mexican guys. What do you say? Or we'll just pick up one of them and do them together, blow his mind. I'm straight, Carmel. I don't have a lot of female friends. I don't know how to act, I guess.
Hey.
Captain Sloan, what are you doing here? It's your day off.
My wife makes me go jogging.
Is your gun in the fanny pack?
Oh, yeah. It's a new issue.
Hale.
Can I talk to you a minute?
Of course. But your lawyer's not gonna like it.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm sorry I'm not interrupting, am I?
I was about to shoot him. Can I wait till after that?
Sure.
Hale. He's kidding. Go. What can I do for you?
Well, I need some advice. Man to man.
Okay. Shoot.
Well, Carmel Lone invited herself over last night to talk strategy. I was upset about Barbara and of course you guys, and I guess I just assumed she was a sympathetic ear, you know? I started telling her how I felt and everything, and I guess I got a little emotional, and she attacked me. She jumped my bones. She...
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Do you? Because My wife's funeral was this morning, and last night my lawyer tried to suck my brains out through my...
You're not saying she raped you.
No, I could have stopped it if I didn't mind her biting off my entire...
It's a question I have to ask.
She says she loves me. Christ, I banged her once in a hotel bathroom 2 years ago. Now she thinks we're together. She says if I sleep with Louise again, she'll shoot me. Am I getting through here?
Yes. Yes. I feel you.
Well, what do I do?
Why are you asking me, Al?
Because you've slept with all the same women I've slept with. Or so they tell me, anyway. Because I'm scared, okay? I'm being threatened. I'm being coerced into fornicating with someone who scares the hell out of me, okay? What do I do? What would you do?
You seeing Carmel tonight?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm seeing her every night for the rest of my life.
Okay, you know Penelope's?
Sure.
Take her there, 8 o'clock.
Why?
Because I will have a trained behaviorist there to observe the two of you together. Make sure you're not in mortal danger. Look, just don't worry, okay? Just have a nice dinner, enjoy yourself. Tomorrow, I'll tell you how to let her down easy. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, you trying to sneak out without telling me?
Now, why would I be trying to sneak
Why is
out?
Sloan getting to go to Penelope's on your
Sloan
dime
tell you
tonight? Nope, but that's where he signed out to, and I know he doesn't spend that kind of money on his own.
I forgot how much I hate detectives.
You're up to something, aren't you? You're operating. I can tell. You're in on the Allen case, aren't you? Aren't you? You are.
Much as I hate to admit it, she was right. That was when I decided it was time to have a look around Carmel Lone's apartment. It suddenly looked like she was involved in 3 murders and the shooting of a cop. I was damn well going to check it out. Search warrant or no search warrant. You'd think it'd be possible to get a warrant to do such a thing as search a suspect's apartment. But alas, no such luck. Not in the modern world of law enforcement. Which is why I may seem a little old-fashioned in my methods sometimes. do that.
What?
You know what? Detecting.
Why not?
Because this is important. Have ballistics run some tests on that way.
Where'd you get that?
Nowhere.
What do I tell ballistics?
Nothing. Tell us one of mine. Tell them I just want a baseline comparison.
I say it just like that. I didn't know I was lying through my teeth to a trusted colleague.
Am I invited to this party?
Hey, Black, welcome back.
Detective Black, where you been anyway? You know, your partner is a lot more difficult to deal with when you're not around.
Huh. Took a couple sick days.
I know that. I asked you where you were.
Well, I was sick.
Do you see anyone you know, baby?
Heather, are you sure? Okay. Thanks for doing this with us.
Of course. Thank you. Okay, babe, let's go.
The hell was that about?
What?
The lineup Mars, the brunettes. That was Carmel Lowe on the top right.
Okay, that is for internal consumption only. If she hears about it, we're all working patrol again, okay?
Okay, so tell me about it.
Later.
Are we keeping secrets now?
5 minutes in the squad room. I promise you. Good news.
I'll be the judge of that.
Your bullet matched the slugs recovered in all 4 murders. In terms of machine work and manufacturer's markings anyway. We won't know if it came from the same batch until the spectrometer tests come back. Which is irrelevant under the circumstances.
What circumstances?
But we already knew it was, right? That's why Carmel's picture was in the lineup, right?
Carmel's picture is in the lineup because she happens to fit the general description our witness gave.
Of the 2 blondes who look like nuns.
Yes?
What do you think your Fairness Commission would say about us?
What?
You heard me.
That's some kind of a threat.
Yes. Now tell me what's going on.
I found that bullet on the floor in Carmel Lone's bedroom closet.
You broke in.
Or she hid me in the closet when her other man walked in. What difference does it make? We can't use it.
I just wish you would have told me beforehand.
What good would that have done? I also found an interesting phone number in D.C. that she called 6 weeks before the hit for messenger service. I gave it to the Phoebes.
How come you can use that?
Because I subsequently got a warrant from Judge Danville for her telephone records based on my personal assurances that we had adequate supporting evidence.
You compromised a judge? You were flying mighty close to the sun there, Lucas.
I am flying to D.C. this afternoon.
That's not what I'm talking about.
No?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Wax. That was his problem. Not uterus. Wax.
You ready, Chief? FBI!
Can I help you?
I have an idea.
I'm all ears.
Let's scare the crap out of her.
That's not our procedure.
Yeah, it is mine. Shut up. We know that your clients have a reasonable expectation of privacy. Everybody in this building went to law school except for you. But I know that you're hinky, Mrs. Marker. I know it. You give me 2 days, I'll find your connection to some capo in St. Louis that used to know your dad. There's something. I know it. I just don't have the time. So this is your chance. I'm gonna ask you one time to tell me about the lady who calls in for messages on this line. You don't help me. I swear to God, when I find her, and I will find her, she's committed 27 murders, for God's sakes. I'm gonna pick 6 of those crimes, all in states that have the death penalty, and I'm gonna charge you as an accessory before the fact to murder in the first degree. Now you can talk, counselor. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
She can call in for her messages through the phone company. She doesn't have to talk to me at all.
Where do those checks come from?
All over the Midwest, Kansas City, Tulsa, Denver.
How do you know she's a she?
You said she was a she.
Don't lie to me.
She's called in a few times when there were issues.
From where?
Same, all over. Kansas City, Springfield, even Florida.
She ever called in pissed off? As pissed off as I am right now?
Yes. Twice.
Where from those times?
Wichita.
Both times.
Both times. Wichita.
I'll give you 10 to 1, it's Wichita. So, we flew to Wichita with Heisman's regular crew and an agent named Malone. I have to say, it was the first Phoebe I ever met that I actually admired.
You know, there are things you can do for that.
For what?
Fear of flying? You got it bad.
Well, I can usually hide it from people, but not a tin can like that. Department shrink says I can't stay in situations where I'm not in control.
I'll drive.
The furniture's already here, as you can see. By tomorrow afternoon, I'll have my brand new Wichita field office up and running with multiple phone and fax lines, satellite internet, and video conferencing. Either that or I'll have ripped the AT&T Midwest Regional Manager a brand new asshole. Any questions? Anything you need?
Yeah, I need a glass of bourbon and a steak. Anybody want to join me?
Would you prefer a reliable national chain or a place where the local drug dealers eat when they're flush?
How do you know where the local drug dealers eat?
I like to check in with the cops when I'm working in a new town. It's a place called The Rink, and I'd be happy to join you. That's all right.
Yeah, me too. The rest of you stay here, organize the furniture. We'll meet you at the Holiday Inn later on, okay? Okay, let's go.
I hope to hell this phone's as secure as you say it is. Because, honey, I'm looking at your boy Lucas Davenport here in my bar right now.
It is.
Oh, Hale's there, isn't he? Yep. Sure hope he's worth the trouble.
It is.
Maybe I'll just do the talking, huh? It's not as bad as I thought. He's not here on business.
He's not even on duty. He's just laying a bit of a rap on the woman he's with in spite of the other guy at the table. But he's here, so they know I live here. Which means they got to my message lady in D.C., but how? I'm gonna have to come back up there again. Find out where they're getting their information. I assume that's okay with you. Just grunt if it's okay. How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, we're fine, thanks. How about the chef?
I'm fine. You'll need anything, you let me know, okay?
We sure will.
How y'all doing tonight?
Can we get some more bread? You the manager?
I'm the owner. Manager weighs about 3 times more than me.
Oh, maybe you can help me out here. My date won't dance with me.
I foxtrot. I waltz. Booty just doesn't shake.
I'll dance with you.
This I gotta see.
Really?
Go for it.
Oh. Now I have to actually dance to this music, right?
You'll be fine.
Monsters are dreaming, they're dreaming of me. They're dreaming of dragging me in the sea.
My. You're a pro, aren't you? Whoa. I'm sorry. I just meant you dance professionally. That's all. I'm sorry.
Almighty, you have no idea what I thought you were asking me.
I'm sorry, jeez.
It's okay. What do you think about now?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Monsters are everywhere here in the dark.
Couldn't be that you just got a little sad because you came here with a date and now you wish you hadn't?
Don't tell anybody, okay?
My lips are sealed.
Where's your little girl? Where is she? What'd she tell the cops? I have to know exactly what she said. Come on. They know things about me, and I don't see how unless your little girl ID'd us. Listen, I don't have a lot of time, okay? And I set my 22s up with a real light trigger pull.
What's a 22?
Nothing. She didn't say a thing. She met with a police artist and the 2 women. She sketched looked like nuns, and then they brought a photo lineup in, but she couldn't pick anybody out. There is nothing else, I swear to God. I swear that's all. There better not be. And you better not talk to them again. Understand?
Heather, are you okay, honey?
I don't know.
You can't make us talk to you. You can't make us.
Your daughter wants to talk to us.
She is 5 years old. She is not capable of understanding the kind of danger we are in. Jesus. Why am I even arguing with you?
Guys, is there somewhere you can go out of town for just a few days until we make an arrest?
Just check if there's been any strangers come through, strange cars, anything. If the 2 of you could head down that way, if you both could head to those 2 buildings there, and if you could head to that building and then straight up the street.
It's Interesting that she wouldn't even show her piece to the kid. Guess she has her limits, huh?
Is that Chief?
Sorry. Thought you were Detective Black for a second.
Chief? Hey, I'm Lincoln Graff. I put in for a transfer to your Special Investigations Unit last year.
That's so.
Yes, sir. I'd really like to work with you.
Well, you're gonna have to do something special to get noticed, okay? So get back out there, okay?
No, I know. That's why I came in myself. I got a woman over on Harvard. Saw Champagne Dodge. She didn't recognize outside her place last night, then decided not to worry about it because it was rented.
Well, how would she know that?
Because I had an Aventura rental sticker on it.
Tell Black we went to the airport.
Couldn't have been more than 15 minutes ago. I'm telling you, I still got the Cairo back. I haven't even cleaned it yet.
No, don't let anybody touch it, okay? Get on the radio of my car and find a way to patch me through to the head of airport security. Give me a crime scene team and the sketch artist down here now. Okay, go. Remind you of anybody?
Nope. Why? You?
At least now we have a drawing. Make sure you call all the newspapers and TV stations personally, will you? They like to be courted.
Already done, Chief. Hang on a second, will you?
Yeah. Hey, get in. I'll give you a ride back to your unit.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
We got a hit. A maid at a hotel on 17th saw the drawing. Lucas, you got that?
Everybody who's not doing something useful out in the hall now.
Am I doing something useful, Chief?
Can it, Marcy? The room's been wiped clean, I guarantee it. Our perp's a serious pro.
You could have told us this a few minutes ago. Saved us some time.
Just saying. Where's your partner?
I've got something in here. You see the corner of the soap where it's all smushed in like you dropped it?
You're kidding. That's it?
No, she must have dropped it while she was bathing and then picked it up and put it back. But she didn't think of it when she was wiping the place down because right on top is a big old thumbprint.
Can you dust the print on a bar of soap?
No, you'll destroy it immediately.
So what do we do with it?
Call the Phoebes?
Do it.
Chief?
What?
My nephew's a big photographer. He takes extreme close-ups of human skin. He's at shows all over.
So
he's got a rig at his house with a ring light. I know can get a picture of this. I know it.
Your nephew, what is he, 4 years old?
He's 20. My stepbrother is almost as old as you are.
Call him. Black. Take the soap. And the kid, and a black and white, lights and sirens, got it? I want this picture now. Way to go, Lincoln Graff.
More bad news, Clara. My guy at police headquarters tells me now they have your print, too.
Your guy at police headquarters, huh?
I'm a lawyer, Clara. It's what I do. They gonna be able to identify you?
No, never been printed, but getting too close anyway. I'm gonna have to shut down.
What does that mean?
It means I'm gonna have to quit. I got cash in 10 different banks around the country. Got half a dozen sets of ID. Always knew this day would come. I just didn't think it'd come now.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. It's the luck of the draw. I gotta go. Woodenhead, I'm shutting down. Got a flight to Wichita tomorrow morning. If you meet me there at 9 a.m. with the money, you can have the bar, even though it's worth 3 times what it was when we made this lousy deal. Damn right I'm complaining. Every deal I made with you cost me something I cared about. See you in the morning.
So Clara told her bosses exactly when she'd be back in Wichita. but she got there 12 hours earlier than she'd said.
Might as well get comfortable. She won't be here for a while.
Woodenhead, if this money's not clean, I'm gonna come back here and kill you.
It's clean.
Good. Well, I gotta go pack out of my apartment. Thanks for meeting me.
So, you're going back to your apartment?
Yeah. Here. That's for the boss.
Boss?
Yeah,
She's going back to her apartment.
too bad. I always liked her.
She left an envelope here for you.
What's in it?
2 Missouri driver's licenses. I'll read you the names.
No.
Dominic.
Don't read me the names, you moron. Those are the 2 guys I sent up there, for God's sakes.
Oh.
Carmel Lone.
Hey, girlfriend.
Hey, did you get out of there okay?
I did, yeah, thanks. How you doing?
Me? I'm scared. For the first time, I'm really scared. Hale's still sleeping with Louise, that son of a bitch.
Didn't you have some idea about how to tie this all up so it looked like Louise did it?
Plan B? Well, yeah. But I can't do that by myself. That's a big project.
I'll come back. I'll do it with you.
Clara, you can't. It's a terrible risk.
Sure I can. What are friends for?
Mr. Allen? Hale? You've already missed a closing this morning. You're gonna miss another in about 20 minutes if you don't. And maybe I should just cancel your appointments for the rest of the day.
Goddamn evil bitch of a...
Hey, cool it. Sir.
He's right, there's press outside.
I knew he was in danger. I said it. I just didn't do anything about it. I didn't take him seriously. He was a boob. Now he's dead.
Chief, we just got a call from Hale's office saying a secretary didn't make it into work this morning either. Louise Park.
We're gonna find the gun in a minute.
Which gun? There's the Glock she used to kill herself right there.
She didn't kill herself.
Sure looks like she killed herself. You have to admit that, Lucas.
I mean the gun that killed Barbara Allen and Rollo. And his sister.
We're gonna find that gun here?
That's the whole point. That gets Carmel off the hook, solves all these murders. Without reference to hired pros who may or may not have connections to the St. Louis mob.
Lucas? There's something in here. In this, I don't know what to call it. Go-go boot? It looks like a silenced 22.
You guys got this under control here. Going up to my cabin.
You're what?
Was that... Did Lucas just leave?
Yeah, he did.
Well, it's probably good. If this is a staged scene, it's the best one I've ever seen in my life.
I have to agree with you there.
So, there I was on I-35, driving way too fast to my cabin, using back roads to dodge the state guys. The image of a dead Louise Clark hanging in front of my eyes. Pissed off that it looked like they were going to get away with 4 murders just because they were clever enough and bold enough to commit 2 more.
You're 60 miles over the speed limit there, pal. You know what that means? It means you're gonna be walking a while. You ain't been drinking, have you?
No, sir.
You got a weapon in there?
I'm afraid I do. I'm on the job.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to use it as an excuse. I'm going to show you my badge, okay?
You a detective?
Deputy Chief, Minneapolis.
You Davenport?
Yeah.
I hear you're a good cop.
No, I'm not. I'm screwing the pooch.
How so?
I messed up a case. Professional killer and the lady lawyer hired her. Killed 6 people. Get away with it because of me. Because they're a step ahead of me all the time. Feel like I'm dancing with the devil. Devil's leading.
Maybe you got to do something dramatic. You know, shake it up. Make it a dogfight instead of a dance.
I danced with her. I damn well danced with her, didn't I?
Malone, it's the bar owner. The woman I danced with. I have looked at that composite 50 times. I don't know why I haven't seen it sooner. She's the shooter. Am I free to go?
Yeah.
Officer, I can't begin to tell you how much you've helped me. Thank you very much.
Her name is Clara Rinker.
Sure. A rink.
The rink is spotless. Here, When we sprayed the floor with luminol, we found a tiny bit of blood. And then more over here, but of a different type. Place was clean except for the blood. You got any ideas?
Yeah. She heard from Carmel that we have her prints. And she decided to pack it in. She told her handlers in St. Louis, and as a reward for years of loyal service, they sent 2 guys out here to kill her. Only she killed them.
Why isn't there more blood?
She taped the wounds closed. She'd already cleaned up. She didn't want to do it again, so she taped the wounds closed before they bled out on her nice, clean floor.
How could you possibly know that?
I don't. It's what I would have done. I would have taped the wounds closed, and I would have dragged them through that door right there, and I would have brought my car around. And you'll probably find them in a cornfield somewhere in the 3rd week of June.
Agent Malkin, have someone check the threshold for hair and fibers, would you please?
So do you want to have breakfast with me before I go?
I shouldn't take the time. But I am sorry that you're leaving. What are you gonna do?
I was thinking on the way down here that Claire didn't have to come all the way back to Minneapolis to get Carmel off the hook. That was a big risk. And she had already cleared out of here.
So they're friends.
If I can put Carmel in a bad enough spot, I think I can get Claire to come to her rescue again.
Didn't the first rescue work? Didn't they muddy the waters so completely that you will never get a lawyer as good as Carmel Lone into court in any of these charges?
I got some ideas about that.
Tell me. Come on. We're past all that, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. But I still can.
Yeah, you can. As long as it doesn't involve doing anything illegal. Oh. I see. Well. Good luck.
Thank you.
You think you can tie me to whom?
I said we have phone records with which we can tie you to Louise Park.
2 calls from her home to your cell the week before she killed Hale Allen.
Are you insane? I've never gotten a call from Louise Park in my life. She's a secretary. Those must have been nights Hale was boning her.
You know, I never liked that word.
He always called when we weren't together. Yeah. These are the nights that we weren't together. He must have been with her every minute he wasn't with me. Lying son of a bitch.
Well, we don't see it that way.
You don't see it that way because you're a moron.
Yes, well, if so, then I'm a moron with wide-ranging investigative powers.
Is that some kind of threat?
It's a warning, counselor, that I was empowered to give you as a professional courtesy by my boss.
Counselor?
Carmel, I just had a call from Channel 3 asking whether I knew you'd had some kind of inappropriate contact with your client, Hale Allen, on the night before his wife's funeral. Is that so?
Get out of my office before I have inappropriate contact with you!
I just want it on the record somewhere that I think this is a really bad idea. If you're trying to prove she did something you know she didn't do.
Go ahead.
What? Go ahead and what?
Put it on the record. Say what you just said into my phone. It's on a recording yet.
I don't want it on the record that much.
Okay. Can we just go back to the office then? We got a lot of work to do before Friday afternoon.
What's Friday afternoon?
Friday afternoon, we search her office and then her apartment, where I find a .22 caliber bullet in her closet. Make sure that she knows I have to keep it to the lab on this Monday until she calls the cavalry.
You ever done one of these where everything went like you planned?
Nope.
So how do we look, Chief?
Well, you want to give the impression of dangerously overzealous incompetence? We look just like the thieves. Let's go.
I don't give a damn what you got some crooked judge to sign. You step into my office, I'll slap your face.
You want to be picking teeth out of the back of your throat? Go ahead.
Assholes. I'll get you for this, Lucas. I'll come after you, and I never give up.
If you put that thing in Louise again, I will cut it off. I swear. You really send that to Hale in an email, Carmel? I'm gonna have someone talk to you about privacy and the internet.
Jones, you better get down here in my office. Now. I'm gonna open inquiries into every bust you ever made, Lucas. I'm gonna find a sexual harassment case I can bring against you. I'm gonna file suit against you on behalf of the families of the men you killed. I'm gonna have your ass.
Would you mind asking your client to keep a civil tongue in her head?
I'm her lawyer, not her keeper. Hey, look at this, Chief.
What about it? What, do you like the perfume on my stationery, you fairy?
Hey, counselor, can we cool it on the anti-gay bigotry, please?
Stick it up your ass.
Carmel, what's CA stand for?
What's what A stand for?
The A in your initial CAL.
None of your business.
Acacia, like the root, means thorny.
Why?
Should I tell her? I wouldn't.
What?
They'll find out eventually.
God damn it.
Chief Davenport, please don't play games with us. We will eventually have discovery rights, as you well know.
Rolando de Quilla carved the initials CAL on the back of his hand with his fingernails while he was being tortured to death, which sent us off looking for someone named Cal or someone from the state of California for about 10 days. I hate to think about the man hours we wasted on that.
Is that true, Lucas?
God, no. How can you ask me something like that?
Gentlemen, how much longer is this going to take? I have a board meeting.
You have a board meeting at 6 o'clock on a Friday afternoon?
It was scheduled for 4. They're holding it on my account.
We're almost done here, Councilman.
Shut up. Who asked you?
He did.
Can I go, Carmel? Seriously.
Unless you still need him to protect you.
Shut up, I said.
Carmel?
Jesus. Yes, you can go. I'm still watching you like a hawk, Davenport. Don't think I'm not.
I think I'm pretty much done here too, Chief, unless you need me for anything else.
He did, Rolando really carve her initials into the back of his hand?
No. What do you people think of me?
He turned you down, Sugar Lips? Sugar Lips? Eat me.
Detective. It's okay. You can go.
Yeah, you can go. If he ever does bone you and dump you, though, call me. I'll take your case for nothing. Thanks. Have a nice weekend. I don't know what you're trying to pull here, Davenport, but it's not gonna work.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
What did you do all this for? You can't have loved Hale. Killed him. I know you told him you loved him, but...
You couldn't possibly know that. What are you doing here now, anyway?
Making sure we didn't leave anything behind, making sure we didn't overlook anything. I mean, I just wondered if you loved him, that's all. I know he never loved you.
How could you possibly know that?
Because he told me.
That's a lie.
He came to my office the day of his wife's funeral to say that you had jumped his bones the night before. When you said that if he slept with Louise again, you'd shoot him. Does any of that ring a bell?
He came to talk to you? Why?
Because he was terrified.
That's not true.
The man was scared to death of you.
No, he wasn't. We were having the best sex I ever had.
That reminds me. He said he banged you once in a hotel bathroom 2 years ago. Is that true, Carmel? Is that what this is all about? Did he not call you afterwards or something? Your pride was wounded and you figured, I don't know, just go kill half a dozen people. Well, hey. Jesus, Carmel, what'd you do? Drop a box of 22s in here or what? You all right, Carmel? You even know what kind of trouble you're in now. If this is from the same batch that killed Rollo, the hell with the conspiracy charge. Look back to murder one. What time is it anyway? I don't even know if I can make it back to the lab before the end of the workday. I'm gonna have to keep this for the whole weekend. Marcy, she left. I don't know, I thought I was doing fine. I found the bullet. I was saying that I couldn't make it to the lab in time, and I turned around and she was gone. Maybe I overdid it, I don't know. Maybe she's gonna make a run for it. Is Sloan still in the garage? Yeah, coming down the lobby now. Right.
Hey, Sloan, you on the ramp? Yeah, she took off. I'm surprised you haven't seen her. So you beeping? It's Lucas. Let me call you back. Yeah. Hello? Hey, he didn't pick up. I think I'm gonna go up there. Okay, bye. Lucas.
Help me out. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yes, it is bad. Okay.
Ow.
Got it? Yeah, I need a bus at the Montrose now. You shot?
No.
Shots fired, officer down, and I need backup now.
Gonna be a hell of a lot of cops here in 10 minutes.
Yeah? Are you giving me a hard time about how I'm helping you right now?
No.
Okay, good. Then shut up.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! Are you? God damn it! Marcy, she's in the car, she's on the move, and I think she just shot me.
What? She's in her car. She shot Sloan. Lucas, stay down, goddammit. There's reinforcements on the way.
No way they'll be here in time. Be gone in 30 seconds.
God damn it!
Go! Get down behind the car!
Come on. Come and get me, Carmel.
God damn it! No!
Come and get me, you shrew.
Hey! Hey, get out of there!
I remember feeling drained at that point, detached, as though whatever was going to happen no matter what I did about it.
Been showing that all day. Oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff they show on TV, huh? I mean, you just shot that woman dead. Ain't that a hell of a thing? Well, let's get you into your safe deposit box, Mrs. Kaufman. I'll take you downstairs myself, okay?
Thank you.
I was in the hospital for a week this time. Guess I'm getting old.
I'll take it from here, Detective. Came as soon as I heard, Lucas.
I came as soon as I heard Lucas.
Professional rivalry. She's FBI. So I guess the only other thing worth mentioning is that we went over to the FBI offices yesterday, the last of our debriefings. I half expected to see you there.
I'd already been debriefed.
It's very funny. Special Agent Malone ran the meeting, by the way. Did you know that she's now a special agent? Okay. Do you mind if I make a girly remark?
Why are you asking me? Because I'm gay?
Yes.
But what has that got to do with making a girly remark?
She giggled, Lucas, like a schoolgirl, in the middle of the meeting. You dog. Just like to discombobulate them all to hell, don't you?
Seriously.
At least Marcy wasn't mad at me anymore. She was still giving me grief, but it was all in fun again. On the other hand, I still had the Fairness Commission report to finish. Damn fairness report saved my life, and I still couldn't stand it. Davenport.
It's me.
Well, damn. I almost reached for my gun.
The hell kind of a cannon you carry anyway? 45?
Yeah. Why?
First muzzle flash blinded me, and after that I was just firing at sounds.
That's so.
That manuscript saved your life, you know. You hadn't had that in your hands, you'd be dead.
Well, you'd have missed me anyway.
Oh, what's the matter, hon? Can't admit you're just lucky? I just wanted to say that I thought that gunfight was you and me to a T. It's just like our little dance in Wichita, Lucas. We're just a near miss, you and me.
Claire, you don't know when to leave well enough alone.
Whatever do you mean, Lucas?
I mean, you shouldn't have come back to help Carmel. And you shouldn't have tried to avenge her either. And you certainly shouldn't be calling me on the phone. And that's why I will catch you in the end. You know it too. Of course, that was just wishful thinking at the time.